This amazing home was built in 1976 and is in the middle of a swamp-having jungle. Developers have purchased this land and plan to clear this place out as neighborhoods and stores grow closer and closer. A man lived here. He was a colonel. He was commander of Cape Kennedy Air Force Station during the Apollo 11 moon landing. He was also a World War II hero. He survived Pearl Harbor and he flew over 50 combat missions in the South Pacific, so he was very decorated. He passed away almost 15 years ago in his 90s. His wife passed away almost a decade ago. They did have kids together, so come with me today and let's explore this amazing piece of history.
Alright everyone, it's Gray X here. We are in the beautiful state of Florida and we have found an amazing house. Well, I can't say found, we had it sent to us from one of Banks' friends, so shout out to that guy. This is a amazing house. I cannot wait to show y'all this. This trip has been very, very unique with houses. Very, very unique. We got this little shed thing right here. We might go look at this first. And then we got Banks right here filming his video. And we might check this out first before we get into the really good stuff, just to get it out the way. So these are horse stables right here. So that's pretty interesting. So we'll try to get a closer view for y'all. So we made it up to the stables right here. Pretty cool. I guess that's where they would store the stuff for the horses in there. It's so overgrown. I'm scared I'm gonna get bit by a snake, but what you got in there. And we'll walk around over here to this part and peek in. So let's see what we got over here. I thought that was a snake at first. Banks does want to find a snake in here, so hopefully we'll find one. I thought this was one right here, but it's just a stick. But you can see, I gotta watch out in here. Wood just equals wasp. See the other one over there. And then, this is what we tried to peek into earlier. Ooh, there's some heat coming out of here. Alright, so we're gonna follow Banks and go right here. I guess this is where they would park their main cars at. There is a garage over there. We'll see what we're working with. I like how this stuff hangs down. It's really cool. Alright, so we're walking on in. You can see the stuff hanging down. There's a big Spanish moss tree over here. You know, the metal right here doesn't look too bad. Then you walk in. This house is going to get torn down, I'm almost certain, because there's stuff wrapped around all the trees. It looks like they're going to clear land for development. But I'm going to show you all this place. It's really, really cool. You can see the little pathway down here. Just some beautiful Florida nature. I feel like I'm in, well, technically I am in the middle of the jungle, but, you know, I feel like I'm in the middle of South America or something. But this is similar nature to it because it's right on it. So yeah, this is what it would be like. You see the door right here. Real pretty door, actually. I like it. It would have been cool with the sconces lit up, but, you know, this place does not have power. But right before we go in, we will walk and look at this real quick. You might have seen it in the B-roll. It's pretty cool. You can see it just gives off an interesting little vibe. You know, I enjoy nature, like seeing certain animals. You can see a roped off tree right there, but there's newer ones too. But I do enjoy nature a lot, but being down here in Florida, it makes me want to look for stuff. And I've noticed there's ants everywhere in Florida. Like, there's one right there. You might not be able to see it, but they're in bunches everywhere. And they were at the last house we did in Florida. So if y'all live here, y'all, what do y'all got going on? It's not even like this in Georgia, and that's not too far. So yeah, we'll go ahead and enter this amazing house. This is what you see as soon as you walk in. Check this out. This is such a unique house. Look at this living room. This is so cool. And you even got a little bar area right here. Let's check out the back of this. See the carpet on the ground and everything. There was a gecko, like a gray and white gecko right here that ran and scared me. And there were a bunch of sailor spiders right here, and they get so mad when you mess with their web, they start shaking, but you can see the absolute beauty of this house. This is such a cool house. Look at that. I gotta go close the door to show y'all that. Look at that view. It is just beautiful. Such good architecture. I'm really enjoying these unique finds. I'm really liking them. And this one is in the middle of the woods. It's super easy to film. You know, this is what it's all about. This is what makes it very enjoyable. But you can see there's magazines left on the little coffee table right here. And you guys heard the story. This is a very interesting house. Very interesting. You got Lincoln over here. Even some cassette tapes. Not cassette tapes, I always call it that. Abraham Lincoln. That might be worth money, who knows. These are empty, but still, it's really cool. You can see in there, kind of. I guess that goes to another room. There's another one on this side. Yeah, it's just vents, and it opens up. And that's really interesting, actually. Really, really like this house. We'll walk over here and check out the little dining room. Not much left, but you can see the set's still here. And you got some miscellaneous chairs. There is a hard hat right there. And you got the painting and stuff. And then this is what the other side looks like. You got a little pot over there, but that's about it. And the ceiling does have some sparklies on it. That's pretty interesting. But look at that staircase. That is so cool looking. It's so retro looking. I don't even know how to explain it. Just with the view, with the chairs and stuff, it just looks so cool. I really, really like the way this looks. But yeah, we'll continue out this way and check out what looks to be a little in-home gym. See, you got the bikes right here, a couple chairs. There's not much in here. This house is pretty clear, but there's some cool stuff left. Let's see what else we got. Whoa, this one looks way cooler. That is so cool. You look to your right. This is what you see. And we'll go down there in just a second. See, this is the entrance to the living room. You see the little stickers on the glass right here. There's butterflies and other stuff. And then that's what you would see walking into the living room. That beautiful overhead window with the yellow stained glass and the green carpet. It reminds me of those houses that are empty. They're gutted furniture-wise, but they have cool carpet. Everything's intact, good wallpaper. Those are honestly some of my favorite houses. They're time capsules, but they're not, if you get what I'm saying. And I'm not positive what this is. It looks like something for your feet, a foot massager maybe. I don't know. I've never seen it before. Y'all can let me know what that is if y'all want to. I've never seen that before. This looks like a little office maybe. Water heater. You know, you could just store your stuff in here. And then it wouldn't be an abandoned house without this nest right here, as you can see. And we'll go in there in just a second. There's actually a really good bedroom in there. Really good time capsule. So it's pretty interesting. And then you walk back out on this portion. There's actually a key right here. Look at that. But yeah, you walk back out on this porch. And this is what y'all saw earlier, just from the other side. And you look right here, you have this really old school scale. I really, really like that. I'm really enjoying this Florida trip. It's just, there's a lot of cool things here. You see the old fence, and you can see where it's wrapped around the tree again. This property is listed for sale, so I don't, I said they were going to cut it earlier. I don't know what they're going to do. They were definitely planning on trimming this, and I'm sure demolishing this. But maybe they're still going to do it and then still try to sell it, or maybe they're not. Maybe they're waiting for a buyer to do that, but yeah. Alright, so we're by the staircase, and we're about to go in this little office area. I didn't even notice this closet right here. We need to... And of course there's nothing in it, but we're going to go ahead and check out this office. We will close that closet door in just a minute. Look at this. This is so cool. As we walk in here, some really interesting things. It says this guy was a realtor and a veteran. And then obviously, you know the other story. Retired Officers Association. And there's the broker sign right there. This guy did some really, really cool stuff, as you can see. Can I lift this up and show y'all? Look at that. I'm not positive what that is. Then you look right here. All types of x-rays. I think they're animal x-rays because one looks just like a tail. I'll show y'all that in just a second. Yeah, look at this. I'm not even sure if this is upside down or not. I think it is. Yeah, it's supposed to be like that. But look at that. Can y'all tell me what that is? This guy did some really interesting stuff. Yeah, looking at the office, you can see the random things in here. And there's a lot of trophies and plaques right here. Obviously, don't want to give out the names, so we won't too much. But basketball, or that might be volleyball. A lot of them. Baseball. Here, I'll aim the camera down. We'll see. Oh, I still don't know what it is. I think it's volleyball. Not positive, but yeah, this is the other side of the office. You can see the speakers and these paintings over here. And the ghost of big banks. Look at that. And look right here, there's a lot of files. Obviously, these are going to leak stuff. There's a printer. And from right here to the office chair, look at this phone and these files. Or a file organizer. Radiological. This guy did a lot of cool stuff. A lot of it. Let's see if there's anything in these drawers. Abraham Lincoln. Gotta be careful with what I open. Yeah, it's just gonna be miscellaneous stuff. Let's see if there's anything. Oh yeah. Some stuff in there too, but yeah, the drawers are pretty much filled with just miscellaneous office items. The other side is pretty much empty except for a few things. But then you look in here. There's a good bit of things in here. Printers and stuff. Big old belt. It is getting toasty in here. I don't know why we came and did this in the middle of July. Or like it's late July now, but out here in Florida, that's wild. Yeah. Empty. Yeah, these are all empty. I didn't want to show y'all files though and leak it, but now, with that being said, we'll head back here and go to this bedroom. It's really, really cool. It's right here to the left. Banks just gave me a heart attack. You can see my lights flickering because it's getting so hot. Oh, this is actually a really unique bathroom. Look at that. My light is not having it. I'm sorry. I hope y'all can deal with that. Usually don't explore in this type of heat because it's really not safe anyway. But, yeah. Here we go. That toilet hasn't been used in a long time. You see this door right here. And now we will head back here to these bedrooms. Look at this. Told you guys we were walking into a time capsule. It is so clean. Now, there's nothing in the drawers, of course, but look at the decay on that chair. It's really interesting. It is so quiet in here, too. I just imagine living here, out here in the middle of like a Florida forest. It's just interesting. You can see the closet has interesting little things on it, too. I don't know what you would call this, shelf covers maybe? I don't know. That's kind of an old house thing. They don't really do that in newer spots. And I can see right now that drawer is empty. Yeah, you see the bed is completely made. Feels like it could be pretty comfortable actually. But if you look right out here, you see that's where we were standing earlier. And then you come to your left, there's a pretty cool bathroom. Pretty cool. Really cool bathroom. And Banks is saying he hears a strange noise outside, so we'll check that out in just a second. You see the tub. Getting kind of worried. But this is so cool. Now I hear a TV on. That's weird, but that side's open. I wonder if anything else. Nope, there's nothing else. And then this is the other side of the bedroom. But we're gonna go ahead and try to figure out what Banks is talking about. Yo, where you at? Yeah. You hear something?
Yeah, I'm tripping, I don't know.
What does it sound like?
Sound like big metal clanging.
Big metal clanging?
Yeah.
But the gate's closed. And you can tell nobody drives on this.
Yeah, I'm worried about the car being towed.
You wouldn't hear that, I don't think, though.
Am I keeping it up?
We're kind of, not that, it wouldn't be super loud if you did.
It was kind of loud though.
Yeah, I don't know for sure, but. So, we don't think it's anything, but we'll keep our head up and make sure. But now, coming out of this room, we're going to walk into the kitchen. Check this out. It's a bunch of random stuff, but it still looks really cool. Those trees moving outside made me think somebody was pulling up. It scared me so bad. But this house is really abandoned, as you can see. There's no fridge, unfortunately. But look how cool that looks. It kind of looks like a grandma's kitchen a little bit, but I don't think it is. Maxwell house, you even got some cups left. No fridge, unfortunately. We can't do a fridge pull. But I'll tell y'all a story. At our Airbnb, they didn't clean it before we got to it. So I opened the microwave today. Keep in mind, we've been here probably 2 days already. And there was food in it. Disgusting. I think it was chicken tenders in like a to-go box. So let's do a microwave pull. Whoa. Whoa. Hey, buddy. You get that on camera?
I think so.
I got it. Dude, he was behind the microwave and I did a microwave pull. Really? And he just came out. Yeah. He looks healthy.
Really?
He ran in the gym. Guys, that was crazy. That was a pretty cat. That was a really pretty cat. Well, so let's make sure. I was about to say, ain't nothing but a Mercedes logo left. Let's make sure there's no kittens back here that we have to help because it is too hot and there's no water. But wow, that was crazy. There's a swamp over there. I think he just lives back here. Is this key real? No, it's plastic. I figured it'd be plastic. But yeah, we'll keep going. That startled me for a second. That's a cool little find. You know, you got some books in here. What else do we got going on? Let's open these up. Whoa. They're empty, but it's pretty cool looking. That better not be what I think it is. We're just gonna close this. I don't think that's what I think it is, but yeah. See what else. Open this up. Completely empty. But yeah, that was quite the shock in this little bando. I wasn't expecting a cat to be right there. He looked really healthy too. But yeah, we'll go ahead and keep going. This goes to the garage. That might be the sound Banks was hearing, honestly. And then look, I wonder if a cat lived in here because it's pillows. Somebody's got their stank socks up here. I don't know. And then you walk into this room. I'm guessing this was a little bedroom. I'm not positive. There's literally not much in here at all. But yeah, we'll go ahead and head back, and we're getting ready to go upstairs. I hope y'all are ready for this. Alright everyone, we're back in the kitchen, and we're about to go down here and check out this garage. We'll check out upstairs next, after this, but, oh, this is an interesting little bathroom, actually. Looks like we got a walk-in shower right here. My light was getting so hot, I had to put it down. A little, pretty basic toilet. You do got your toothbrush left, which is interesting. But coming out of there, it's cool how the light hits the wall, and it's cool how it looks to the side of it too. But we'll walk out of here. This is the laundry room, I'm guessing. Yeah, that's for sure what this was. What was this? Oh wow. I'm thinking this is the garage right here. We'll see. Let's open it up and find out. Oh yeah. That's for sure the garage. We'll close this door behind us and we'll check it out because there's actually a lot of stuff in here. As you can see, switches and breakers. Probably a jar of poison right there. Look at that. This guy definitely worked on some stuff in here. It's a pool motor to something. I'm not sure though. Probably to anything, to be honest. Somebody let me know what that goes to. Seeing chains down here. More motors. All types of motors. Look to your right. Nail set right there. Oh, you come over here. Craftsman engine analyzer. Solid state points alternator. RPM volts, dwell, amps. Whoa, that's really cool. You know, I didn't even know that existed. I mean, I'm sure I could have guessed that existed, but I about lost it right there. But yeah, I didn't know that existed. I guess that's for older vehicles. It's basically an older scan tool just to look at everything that's going on with the engine. That's pretty interesting. What's in the back of it? Just papers in the back of it. Oh look, the box is right there too. And look, this is the door that goes to that bedroom with all the little mattresses in it. The real small bedroom on the other side of the kitchen. But we'll continue to check out this garage. What is this? Wow, my flashlight's getting very hot. Look, this is battery fluid acid with battery electric storage. I can feel sweat dripping down my arm. It says poison on it. That means drink it, I'm pretty sure. What else? PSI differential. Some interesting older things in this garage. And I saw a drive shaft over here earlier. Yeah, look. Right here. My experts out there, let me know what that drive shaft goes to. A little crank jack right there. He was definitely working with a lot of equipment. You even got piping and stuff over here. That's pretty cool. Here's a full overview of the garage. If y'all see anything I missed, let me know. There is a little thing over there. Not sure what that was for. Maybe to park bigger equipment. It could have been a picnic area. For him, I'm guessing he might have had tractors and stuff since there was stables and this could be a farm. But yeah, with that being said, we will go ahead and go on upstairs. So let's go check it out. I think I hear Banks up there right now, but we'll go ahead and follow in his footsteps and check it out. I like the theme coming through these windows right now. Looks really cool in like the lower light. Look at that. That's really cool. But we'll go ahead and check out what's up these stairs. Got this Lorax fur up here. And let's get a view, see what we're working with before we go up. Look at that. That is beautiful. And you look over here, this is a really cool place. I can only imagine waking up here. It would just be awesome. Look at that. Just waking up and walking out. Maybe sitting down on the bench right here. That's really cool. But anyway, see there's a room in there. We'll go right here and see what we got. And it's looking like a bedroom, obviously, but there's not much in here. There's a mattress, and there's nothing in that closet at all, except for maybe a cat waiting to jump out on me. But I like how these stairs go down, too. That is so cool. But we'll go ahead and walk through here. Is there a bathroom? There is a bathroom. Basic little bathroom. It has a pretty interesting toilet. It's a fat boy toilet. You can open these. Let's see. Let's see if there's any wasp in here that can get me. No, and of course there's going to be nothing in here. Then you turn around. Got your tub. Let's see, Banks is in here. See if he's found anything.
Then closet in the other room.
It's a pretty big bedroom.
Yeah. It's a master bedroom.
Anything good?
That bathroom's cool. It has a lot of character.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Let's check it out. Whoa. He wasn't lying, y'all. The handles on the drawers are pretty cool, too. Gives it a cartoony vibe, and then you come right here. You can see three-way mirror. That's pretty cool. And you walk in here. I know we kind of skipped straight through the bedroom, but it made me excited for this bathroom. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool too. It's got, reminds me of that coastal style thing. There's a hamper. You guys think there's anything in the hamper? I'm shining the light. Nice, I'm shining the light straight in my eyeballs. Oh, it's toilet stuff. I don't want to touch that. Drawers are empty. Oh, bro. Look at that. Those are mint condition panties. Are you kidding me right now? Hang on. All that for it still to slam. But look at that. That is really unique. And guys, that's just decay. That's not what you think it is in the toilet. It is gross anyway though. But that is so unique. That is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. That's definitely the best toilet seat we've seen in an abandoned house. But yeah, this is the rest of it. You got two closets that are empty. You do got a decent size walk-in closet right here. That's pretty cool too. And then there's the attic. Nothing really up there. And then obviously in the older houses you had this to call. But yeah, that'll pretty much be it for this house, I'm pretty sure. So I really hope y'all enjoyed this video. Let me know what you thought. This is a very unique house to me. And I'm really glad I got to come and do it. So anyway, hope y'all enjoyed. Talk to y'all later. See you in the next.